It's the Broke Ass Podcast.
We got money though.
It's your girl, the big boss, the big queen. You already know. I got my two co-hosts with me. We got
your boy Greatness Jimmy. You already know what it is.
And we got
Hood Rock TV, Drake Corner. You already know what we do.
We coming to y'all giving us a little rendition of the Broke A Podcast, the Broke Ass Podcast, however y'all want to say it. Yeah. But we here coming to y'all live. How y'all doing?
Blessed, highly favored. Putting him first. You already know how I am.
Oh man, honestly, usually just around these times of the year, I feel radioactive. Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Radioactive. Give us a little bit of what you mean right there.
Just putting pieces of success together. You know, like building them good days. You know what I'm saying? Not just I had a good day the other day, but these other days was whatever and stuff like that. Just putting them together, stacking them up. You know what I'm saying? That means something. Trying to get somewhere.
Okay. Yeah. Check them out.
Money making Monday, man.
Yeah. And there you go, Money Making Monday. Yeah. Of course, y'all already know I've been working, grinding hard like always, getting to the money, getting to the black excellence of my life, getting into other people getting into the black excellence of their lives too. So just trying to be an inspiration, trying to live it up, trying to be the best person that I can be.
Yeah, I want to shout out to the church I catered for this weekend. Thank all the support, the Second and None. We out here doing it big. Don't think we gave up on it. We still doing it. We just underground with it. We doing catering events. No event too small or too large. Holler at me.
Y'all heard Second and None.
Yeah. Hey, can I say something?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Shout out to the Money Mike. Zany out there making that money tonight. We're gonna hold you down.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm about to say shout out to Koya too. You already know sis gonna hold it down. You already know. Hope you feeling better though. What we getting into tonight? What we doing?
Yeah, we out here just building on building. I want to talk about building and battling, because a lot of times when you're building for success, you got to battle. I take this from a scripture. Don't quote me. Nehemiah, when they were building the wall around Jerusalem, they kept getting attacked. So he said, yo, the person beside you, you hold the shield and the sword, while this other person got the brick and the mortar. So while they building up, the other person is protecting them. So a lot of times there's a fight that has to be fought too. So you got to keep your head on a swivel, build and battle. And I also want to transition that into the trust. Like, how do you know who to trust? How do you know to trust this person with your life? You know what I'm saying? While you're building, how do you know that you can trust this person to protect you? So I want to ask y'all, what are the key things that they got to have this for them to earn your trust?
You got it. Go ahead.
Well, I would definitely say one of the main things for me is honesty. Like, you got to be able to keep it 100 with me. If I'm going to protect, if I'm going to give you my life to hold and guard, I feel like I got to be able to have that honest communication level with you. Like, I need to be able to tell you how to protect me. You need to be able to reciprocate how to determine what I'm telling you and just be able to act on it. So that's one of the main things. I would say, I don't even know. It's kind of mainly on that trust for me.
Yeah, so on that. What would be one for you? I'm sorry, you asked the question.
Well, I feel like, trust is like love. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you love a person, you got to trust them. And why would you cheat on a person you love? Because you love them enough not to want to hurt them. You know what I'm saying? So for me, my trust is going to be based on, are you going to do the same thing that I'm willing to do for you? You know? So while we're building battling, because we gonna have to switch shifts. Like, okay, you building today and I'm protecting. Tomorrow you're going to be building and I'm going to be protecting. So it's got to be an even thing. Like, it's got to be, I know that you're going to be able to, I'll be able to trust you the same way that you can trust me. Anything that I'm willing to do for you, I got to know that you're willing to do for me.
Yeah.
And if it's not like that, then, I ain't going to trust you like that.
I think for me, if I'm rocking with you, if I put certain kind of moves or, hand it off, put it in your hands and stuff like that, it's a certain kind of way that I know how you think. You know what I'm saying? So when it's something like, oh man, I don't know what you about to do. You about to go astronomical right now, but you gonna handle that situation though. Yeah. And then we just take what could come with it, Cause with me, they really, shout out to them. They really certain people in my life that is worth more than the truth. You know what I'm saying? So they wrong enough is always gonna be right enough with me. So that might seem kind of toxic. So I can't present that to a man's kind of, you know what I'm saying, thing like that. But it's like when you locked in with people, like when you know, like, yo, man, my downfall might be yours. You know what I'm saying? Long as we don't both do it together, then we probably can rise up from these. You know
so just the whole sense of knowing, like, you got to be able to know somebody too. Like, got to be able to know them.
So what about when you know you know a person gonna do something?
Yeah.
Like they be like, yo, I'm gonna go out here and be like this. And you be like in your mind, you be like, I know what you about.
Right. So that there'll be a certain level of accountability I gotta have.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, I put them in that position. I knew they would do
That's
that.
like that saying that DMX said though. I can't even remember what it was, but it's something along the lines like, if somebody show you trust in yourself to know that what they showing you is true.
Yeah.
So yeah, like that's kind of how that is. It come up, that accountability. Like, you gotta be able to know that what you trusting in.
But the number one thing though, you can't sleep on nobody when they doing their thing. That right there. And then it's like, dang, I said, yeah, man, I could have helped you out, but I ain't had nothing on that for you and stuff like that. I feel like a bad friend, like, cause this my shot, Jimmy, man.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And I ain't do nothing for you. Like, even if I don't even trust myself, what can I do for that? And that's what I would try to think about like that, especially like when we talk about like trusting in situations. Now people got trust issues. They certain things you'll never put in anybody else's hands though.
I'm about to say that's when that come into experiences too. Like,
I always say, they say don't put your trust in a man, they'll let you down every time. I used to say that about myself because sometimes I could be my only letdown, you know what I'm saying? Because other people put their trust in me and then I let myself down. Yeah. And I want to talk about self-sabotage. Like a lot of times when I got a lot of good things going for myself, I feel like sometimes I might self-sabotage myself by doubting myself and not giving myself that extra push to go ahead and do what I think the next step should be to, elevate myself. So what do y'all think about self-sabotage? Do you think it's something that happens often, or why do you think people do that to themselves?
It's based on my personal experiences, it's just the anticipation of waiting, like things just going too good right now. Like, I know something gonna happen because everything is just going perfect. But that's how I used to think. I don't think like that anymore. Mm-hmm. Thank God. Shout out to God for that. But yeah, that can be one of the main things that can really just deteriorate everything for a person. Like, just having the thought, like, just continue to think positive, change that thought, learn how to change your perspective on what's happening or what the situation is, so that you can change that negative thought. Like, oh my gosh, I just know something gonna go wrong. We know everything gonna keep pushing forward. Like, you just gotta learn how to pick and choose which path or which road you're gonna want to be on.
True.
So that's how I feel about that.
I was listening to something this morning while I was walking, and they was talking about your mind is like a magnet. You got the north and the south pole on your magnet. Your positive thoughts attract positive thoughts. Your negative thoughts attract negative thoughts. Mm-hmm. But your positive thoughts also
attract negative.
Deflect negative thoughts. Yeah. So the more you think positive, you know what I'm saying, the more positive things are going to come to you. If you think negative, the more negative things will come to you. So I just try to keep a positive mindset even when things are going wrong. Yeah. And I think that keeps me from self-sabotaging, because a lot of times I feel like I am my biggest downfall, my biggest doubter. And I gotta stop doing things like that.
Yeah, I see it like as far as like a aspect of you versus you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like when you say sabotage, is that based upon a certain result? And then it's like y'all can see it from me right now. I love winning just as much as I hate losing. You know what I'm saying? My fantasy team ain't doing cool. I got 2 more leagues. We up. So like, but it's just the aspect of like when you don't get the desired result, and then you'll look in yourself rather than at the other kind of possibilities or variables that was in that equation. And then it's like, dang, okay, could I have done better? Could I have done something different? Could I have been this right here? Could I did that right there? All of that right there. Mm-hmm. And then it's like overanalyze, overprocess, overthink, whatever word you will put with it. But and then it's a certain part of it, like, yo, the result is the result, bro. You got to be able to get over yourself. And then if getting over yourself ain't enough, well, shoot, forgive yourself. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that you can get on to better results. Like that's the thinking on it. Like just when stuff don't go the way you want it, and then it's like, dang, I wanted that so much, and I ain't get that. And then it's like, what you do after that, like that's the self sabotage part. Like, do you beat yourself up for going through that right there, or just not getting that result, or like, yo, you learn how to take it easy on yourself, because it's a balance, you know. Because shoot, I don't perform how I'm supposed to perform.
I'm about to say it. Sometimes you know, like when
like,
you didn't do your 100%. So
talk crazy to Drake.
That alone will make a person just self-sabotage everything. Because whenever you gotta think about, like, even with little kids, whenever they go out and try sports and stuff like that, they go out and they feel like, oh, I didn't put as much thought or effort into it because my mom and them just made me do it, but I know I could have did better. But then it just made them not even want to play no more at all, just because that simple fact, that first one bad experience. So it still kind of like just all depends on what a person is going through and everything, how they handle life and how they handle what's being thrown at them at different areas, trying to handle and manage that all together to figure out how not to sabotage, the things that they have going
Another
forward.
thing I had to learn was how to not look for praise and acknowledgement from other people when you're doing something that you want to do, or you think that you're doing something positive for yourself and you're growing. You got to learn how to pat yourself on the back sometimes, because everybody gonna do that for you. Like, us as a group, good job, whatever. But sometimes we're around each other, you know what I'm saying? And you out here in the world and you feel like you by yourself. Sometimes you got to just, bro, you might have had a bad day, but just, you doing this, you doing that, you got that. It's all right. So sometimes I do pat myself on the back, and people might think I'm crazy about it, but I don't care.
Because, some people got our securities where they are, you know what I'm saying? And some people don't. So approval, acceptance, acknowledgement, that play a big part in people's life. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if you ain't really seeing it like that, and then it's like, if you ain't never made fire by yourself, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, one of the first inventions, like, or you ain't never.
I ain't never made fire.
You know what I'm saying?
With like 2 rocks?
Hey, you know what I'm saying? You reinvent something.
You get that validation.
And then, that validation. But I'm
like
saying
you did it right.
Yeah.
You did what you was supposed to.
But I'm talking about, like, it's something within yourself that you gotta realize, rather than like the outside acceptance or approval or acknowledgement. So it's like, when you do it, like, can you be ready for it?
So what do you think people could take that as being cocky, or take it the wrong way?
Yeah, of course. That's how they're gonna see it. But and then it's a double-edged sword too.
It depends on how you giving it off.
Right, for real.
Like, cause I feel like cockiness can't be something that, if I'm not giving you the energy that I'm cocky, then you can't just come and just say, "Oh, you cocky." Like, they gotta be some kind of.
Sometimes people can say, "Yo, you super confident."
But
She's cocky.
But how though? Like, if I haven't given you the presumption or any kind of action or behaviors of me being a cocky person, I would say, you can't just say, "Oh, this person is cocky," because you carry yourself a certain way.
It's like, but that's perception.
Right, and perception is gonna be based off of what a person is giving you.
Right.
So that's why I was saying it's all about what
it might even be what they used to seeing. And anytime they see it like that, that's how they see it. You know what I'm saying? So it not even nothing you did wrong. It's just how you always move, and then that's what they'll see. Yeah.
I don't know. That can kind of go either way with me.
I think that some people say I'm cocky just because I like have self-confidence and things like that.
So what's the difference in that?
What?
Like being cocky and having self-confidence.
I think cocky is how somebody else receives it. Me carrying myself with confidence is just me trying to, put my best foot forward. If that's how they take it, that's how they take it.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right, another one. How big does a role of reassurance play in y'all life?
It depends on what the role is.
Like it depends on who it comes from.
It depends. That's what I'm saying. It depends on what relationship you're talking about.
I don't care what anybody says. Everybody want their mom and their dad to be proud of them.
Okay.
Whether your mother or dad, if your mama or daddy, which either one or both is your life, you always want them to be proud of you. If your mom and daddy ain't proud of you, most people feel like they fail. I mean, before my dad passed, I think he was proud of me, and my mom would be giving me a hard time all the time. But my biggest goal is to make my parents proud. I feel like if you're not doing that, then I mean, what are you doing?
He said, "What are you doing?"
I mean, of course. I mean, you want who doesn't want their parents to be proud of them, especially they put in all this effort into raising you.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to just see their work going in vain. Like I'm out here just squandering off my life.
That's crazy.
I think in a relationship, I would say reassurance kind of plays a big role.
Okay.
Like in like a significant other type relationship, like. Especially if stuff
so
ain't.
You need to be coddled.
I wouldn't say I need to be coddled. Let me see how I would say.
You don't seem like the coddle type.
But see what I'm under.
There you go. Okay. It would be nice.
Good job, baby. Good, honey.
No, it can even go further than that. Like, I don't know. I guess consistency would play a major role in the reassurance in like a relationship. So like. It matters to me in that area. It matters to me in my parents' area because I definitely want to make my parents and grandparents happy. Mm-hmm. Want them to be proud of me and all the work that I've done, etc. Certain family members, it wouldn't matter to me. Like that. Yeah,
Bookie, I don't care what you think about me.
Certain family members,
they ain't never like me. Anyway.
I don't care too much about. And like even with the community, like. I feel like I've done so much in this community for somebody my age. And like, I mean, I don't never get no kudos and none of that too much like that outside
we'll get you a key to the city.
Outside of that. So, I mean, I still go out and do what I do every day though. Like, cause that's what we supposed to be doing. So I don't need, in that area, don't need no reassurance in that. Cause this just in the heart to do that.
While we there though, can I get this other one?
What's up?
So, but like, okay, they levels of reassurance that can be established and stuff. So like, what's something in somebody that'll make y'all shoot y'all shot?
I'm gonna go with self-awareness, self-confidence,
okay,
motivation.
All right.
I ain't gonna say
you ain't got
I'm finna say you ought to go south. Cause he was looking like
I tried to make that nice way.
You was nice right
I like
there.
a couple dimples in it.
You about to miss it.
Just a couple dimples. I ain't trying to connect the dots, but
Yeah.
Bro, go ahead. That's crazy.
If I do say so myself.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with what Jimmy said though, based off of confidence. Somebody that knows how to hold themselves. Yeah. Somebody that know how to tap into their emotion without letting it overrule them completely. Somebody that's gonna work and match my hustle, cause I'm like that with that. So you got to be able to at least come with something, please. So that's one thing. The rest, I don't know. I'm kind of like a judge-free person. Like I don't really. I'm open to things, but we talking about specifics. Yeah. I ain't gonna get into no specifics, but yeah.
If you grow a beard, it will help. But
see, that's
what he said. What he said.
That's what it's weird. Yeah. But yeah. I mean, I think for me, like, true, like the value of time, like not even time, like where like, oh, we always gonna have time and stuff like that. I'm talking about the time where we don't got time. That kind of thing right there, like where everything don't seem like it's coming together or everything seem like it's falling apart or whatever, and that kind of thing. Like not that you can see that in somebody, but just if I, you know what I'm saying, I'm rocking and I see that right there, yeah, number one.
You said number one.
Yeah. You know what I hate?
Uh-oh.
Empty conversation. Like be on the phone, they like, what you doing? Chilling, what you doing?
Then y'all go back and forth like 3-4 times.
What you got on your mind? Nothing. I want to talk to you about it.
That's crazy.
All right, well, I'll let you
that right there though is why I don't like talking on the phone. It's just too many. That's like I have to be really connected with you to talk to you on the phone. If not, we're gonna have a bunch of awkward silences, and you wasting my time. I don't want to sit here and hear you breathe. You don't want to sit here and hear me breathe. Like we can bang that and go ahead about our business and do what we're gonna do. But if that's I promise y'all, I will not talk to nobody on the phone like that. I have to be really like, so I can make conversation with you. If we ain't got nothing to talk about, then there's no reason. We can text all day long.
Or if I could talk to you one time and then the next time we got nothing to talk about, then
yeah. You done ran the conversation out. Everything done ran low. You done ran the gas tank out. Like, no, can't be a person like that out here trying to do that. That's even with like networking for a job and stuff. Like, you cannot be out here and not engaging. Like, you have to be engaged in conversation for you to move on to different levels of life.
Yeah.
I always feel that.
Yeah, but okay.
When it come time to it, now, when it come time for it, like, I'm not saying, because you know, Dre, you on quiet, you know, you on the quiet side.
I'm saying like, because you think like sometimes like people is different from other people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what kind of dialogue do you have with yourself? You know, to where you can divulge certain kind of pieces of information and stuff like that. And then what if it ain't always easy for you or whatever, last time out, whatever, all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying it's like how you really do that sometimes.
I don't know. I can't speak on it because I have not been one of those people. Like, my mama, if y'all know my mama's loudmouth country, you know. It turned up. So that run deep with me too. Of course I can get just the same way, but I feel like I do like to call myself a chameleon because I got them different times where I am real calm, you know, in a setting. I'm real cool. I don't say too much. I sit back, observe. And then there's other times where I got to be in the forefront and I got to speak on this, got to speak on that, got to get this person to do this person to do that. So it just always involved, like, it kind of differs with me. Like, I'm one of them that got the whole shebang. I can do it either way. But I'm just saying, like, as far as being into one of them job settings, and let's say you at a workshop or something, them people gonna expect for you to engage. Even though if you is a little quiet or whatever, you gotta at least say a little bit of something. That's just like whenever you go to a college class and you know how big the college room, it's like 250 people in there at a time. Every day on that first day, you still gonna go around every single person. Everybody gotta say something, introduce themselves. It's just like, I don't know, it's kind of like common courtesy, I would say.
Kind of like that J. Cole.
Yeah. J. Cole did his thing on that.
But what's that port?
Which one? He had a whole bunch of parts. He had a whole bunch of parts.
Song.
Yeah, what?
I know he had a whole bunch of parts in that song that was crazy though.
Yeah, because I think it's a thing like where like they thought Cole would go like he wasn't gonna say nothing after they would say that he backed out of that other battle and stuff like that. And then that come back to what you were saying, like building and battling and stuff like that. And then it's like, dang, you disqualified from the conversation. You can't say nothing about this. And then it's like, I can.
I got
and
my
then it's
own
like,
reasons why I held back.
I feel like he was basically saying that he didn't want, like, he's at the level of success that he didn't need to build no clout off of tearing down two other men that are his friends. You know what I'm saying?
That could, yeah, I could say that too.
That line he said that one of them, I don't know if it was Cole, Kendrick or Drake. He said one of them hit him up and said that just cause you didn't shoot the gun don't mean it ain't deadly. Yeah. Meaning that they know he had bars for him. You know what I'm saying? And he got him in the bag. But yeah, you got a whole cannon. It's still gonna shoot people. Yeah. It's still gonna lay them down, but just because you didn't shoot it don't mean it ain't deadly. So every time you got a gun, you ain't gotta shoot it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta use all your bullets. They already know what I'm holding. They ain't gotta even pull it out.
See, this goes back to whenever we were first talking about that first battle or whatever, and I kept trying to hold my dude down and say, you know, he had peace with himself. Cole is one of them that's so to himself and just only focused on his work, his artistry, and his family. He don't be caring about what everybody else going on. So yeah, he might have, you know, stuck his spoon in a little bowl or whatever. Yeah. He ain't getting staring around in the pot though. He just, you know, you know what? I think I'm gonna just leave that alone. And with that very first line, you just like, yeah, like I did this for peace. Like I don't got time to be entertaining into this and that, because at the end of the day, ain't nothing but drama. You know, getting clicks for the fans.
Drake House got shot at, Cole got killed.
Like getting a whole bunch of different things coming about for no reason over a rap beef that wasn't even really beef in the beginning. Like, But that's what Cole's saying. Just he just too far up there at that peace level. He ain't got time to go back down and just start messing around with what everybody else talking
what
about.
the music guru got to say about it?
Nah, man, I think like for one, when he made that decision, I think me personally, like if it was just like a leak record that what was that joint he did on Might Delete Later, what we talking about? That's the joint. If that would have just been leaked somewhere and that wasn't on the actual joint, I think he probably could have felt better about it, but at the same time, I don't think he should have did it. But that's just my mind, you know what I'm saying? Because that's his dog, you know what I'm saying? And that's why he apologized, because he ain't like how that was coming about and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But them other two cats, they be years, you know what I'm saying? So he thought that was a 3-way, and it was just 2 ways. And then it's either this way or that way, or you're going to have to go across both of them highways. And that's what he was like, that is not. I see where that goes.
Mack truck hitting 2 of them.
Bang. Man, y'all Mack trucks. And then just right after that. Yeah.
I think that I think Cole played his part. He jumped in it, he jumped out, and then he said what he had to say after it was over with.
But everybody felt some type of way because he backed out of it. Like I wasn't even calling him backing out. He just literally like, you know what, I'm gonna change lanes on y'all.
He knew what was going. He could see.
I'm gonna just change lanes.
Yeah, but it wasn't no post on Twitter though.
I don't know.
I said it won't no post on Twitter. He actually did that at Dreamville.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know how you could not. You know
what y'all think?
That's still technically not. That's just him changing that lane. Like
just hypothetically thinking, what about Drake and Cole getting a verse on the Not Like Us for the Super Bowl? Let's bring Drake. Let's bring Drake and Cole out and give him a verse on Not Like Us.
That's crazy. He might do that.
Would Drake do it?
Hey, y'all y'all feel how y'all feel.
Would Drake do it?
But nah,
I think Drake definitely would. Drake love the press.
I thought he was gonna do the whole BBL dress. That right there was fire.
That's what I said too. He need to make that just a track by itself. Right.
And then it's like, dang, Metro, do that and make some drums, and then I made you some drums. I might need, bro. Holla at him. Get up there, bro. Finish that track, That joint fire.
I'm just saying it was an idea.
That would be dope.
Yeah.
Squash the beef, give him a verse on Not Like Us,
but
bring him out for the Super Bowl.
Who was that time did that? Was it Chris Brown and Trey Songz or Chris Brown and August Alsina? Somebody had did that.
Nah, that can't happen.
They had did that somewhere.
You don't call them all of that. You can't do that right there. Damn.
I would bet just basing off of the Cole joint, like Cole knew what difference, like what his right or his wrong was personally based off of his own mental perception of how his life is going, what he going through every day. So how do we as people, whenever we already know what's right and what's wrong, we know the difference between the two, we know what we supposed to be doing, what we shouldn't be, but we still go and do what we shouldn't be. What y'all think about that? Like, why do we do that? That's just like a
self-sabotage.
I would say, like, for one, like, the human mind is adept at seeking out patterns. So sometimes we'll just be in a pattern that we don't even know we in. We're in a cycle that we don't even know we in.
Unconsciously knowing it.
Yeah. And then, but subconsciously, it's something that be like, hey,
this ain't right. We get the same result every time. So what's going on?
You don't ever think about none of this? It's like where the dude, he was giving the chicken the lineup. He said, I started today. He was like, well, where they gonna put you at? Oh, they gonna put me on the line. You don't think that's hard? Like, you don't think that's hard? Like,
yo, that's crazy. That's crazy.
But that's what they were doing. That TikTok crazy. Lining them up. He's like, yo, you don't think that's hard? He ain't think it was hard. But, I mean, it's a voiceover, but at the same time, it's like certain situations where you put yourself in it and it's like, dang, yo, you don't think it's crazy that every time it be like this and then I say it's me.
Yeah, I think a lot of times you just get used to things just being haywire, like,
Yeah.
and when things are going good, like we were talking about earlier, you're just waiting for something to go wrong, and you know it's hard to break those patterns in your mind. You know what I'm saying? It's like breaking generational curses, like somebody being the first one to finish college, or you know things like of that nature. So I feel like all I could do to be better me is just every day just try and try and try. You know what I'm saying? Just don't give up.
Yeah.
Because the battle ain't given to the swift, it's given to the one who endure to the end. That's how I feel like I'm gonna do it.
Well, my opinion on it is I feel like I'm just one of them, speaking on my own personal self. I ain't one of them. I try to do right as most as I can. So most of the time, like I feel like if I'm gonna do wrong, I try to steer away from it. Like I'm not even gonna do it. And that's just wrong based off of the wrong that I have in my mind, because everybody's definition of right is different from another person's different aspect of right, and then another person's aspect of bad is different from the other person. So everybody just have their own different opinions on what is right and what's wrong, and that's something that I had to learn, because I spend a lot of my time trying to, I ain't gonna say correct people, but try to steer them into the path of doing right.
Yeah.
Instead of leading them more so into the path of doing wrong. But then everybody have their own path that they're gonna pick and choose.
And still, that's a blessing right there by trying to help somebody do that. Cause I don't got the energy. You know what I'm saying? I'm too busy trying to get myself together to try to, you know what I'm saying, steer and direct other people. Yes, I will try to give a helping hand if, you know what I'm saying, the opportunity is presented to me, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not the one that's gonna be like just trying to reach out to each and every person that I see struggling, because I just don't have the energy myself. I would love to do that, but I don't have the energy to do it. I got to stay focused on me, because I got to be the main ingredient in my soup. Because if I ain't the main ingredient in the soup, it ain't gonna taste like me.
I'll tell you.
Okay, Jimmy.
Like
yeah, it ain't gonna taste like me.
Wow.
Eat a lot of pineapples.
Yeah.
Because if right is all the way out the window, if there ain't no way that I can be right, I can't mind being wrong.
Yeah.
And then that's just be what that situation is, and then I'll build from there. It ain't just that's what I'm always do, but if I'm trying to win, I'm trying to win. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, alrighty, you guys, this has been real, talking about some real with y'all. We about to go ahead and get ready to head on out of here. We're going to close off by doing shout outs, though. I'm going to start it off. Shout out to Mike and Koya. Even though y'all not here, we held the fort down. We'll see y'all next week. Y'all take care of everything so we can come back, keep on repping, keep on going hard. Shout out to God, for without him, I am nothing.
Nobody.
We are nothing. This is nothing. So shout out to him for always holding us down. Shout out to me for being the biggest. You already know.
So I'm gonna say shout out to the strength that we build, yeah. Shout out to the power that we have, bro. Shout out to the peace that we find, bro. Shout out to all of the people that we love. Shout out to the ways that we keep rocking and we keep maintaining our understandings and stepping on to our standards, yeah. I want to say shout out to y'all for getting me up here, yeah. Shout out to Miss Tamika for understanding, yeah. Shout out to the whole ATN studio.
Yeah, I want to shout out to God for always looking out for me. You know what I'm saying? He always got my back. Just moving forward, you know, it's Monday. We can step off on the right foot. Don't be scared to step on nobody's toes, man. If they in your way, tell them to get out the way, man. Move your feet out the way, man. We ain't scared of you no more. We out here doing our things. Our feet is big. If we stepping on them, move your feet out the way.
Our feet is big.
Yeah. Big feet.
And we out.